October.
Whenever he turns.
Kenzie Mountain, Gulf King right there.
Freaking out. I mean, look at that. That's ridiculous. Woo!
Guts moving in the trees. People that used to muzzleload and they don't anymore need to reconsider. Yeah, I wouldn't do this kind of a hunt without Bighorn 209. Nice deer. Look at that. Good butt width. He's just got everything, and he's got everything pretty.
Yep.
You know?
Welcome to the zone. James, a couple weeks ago, we stayed on my home turf in Kentucky, but this week, we're gonna stay close to home for you in Montana.
Yeah, we both like to take advantage of that resident deer tag, and for me, one of my favorite places to do that is with my good friend Mike Zmek at Blue Rock Outfitters.
Well, I remember your below zero post hunt there last year. I can't wait to see what the hunting's like when the weather is just a little warmer.
Amen. We left Hamilton, Montana in the wee hours this morning, and we're about to do one of my most favorite things in the world. Open country deer hunt with a Montana deer tag in my pocket. It's good for mule deer or whitetail. I can take either one. I don't know what I'm hunting. I've got Mike Zmek from Blue Rock Outfitters here, and he's got lots of both. So hang on, we're gonna go look for a whitetail or a mule deer and have fun, not knowing just exactly what's gonna present. Now, one thing about Magnum Preferred Outfitters like Mike Zmek is somebody from our team has hunted with them, or they wouldn't be on our list. The cool thing about that is we get a chance to spend a lot of time with these guys. We get to know them.
Blue Rock Outfitters, we run on about 130,000 acres of private hunting ground. You know, the great thing about southeast Montana here is the abundance of opportunity that you can have here.
What I love about coming over here so much is that you get all these different habitat types. You got the badlands with the sagebrush, and then you've got these little ribbons of creek bottoms with cottonwoods in them, and then you've got these timbered hills like where we hunted last year in the snow.
That's the fun part about this hunt, is the different types of terrain, you get to switch up your hunting tactics.
He's got the right mindset.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, now we just need the whitetails to start thinking along those lines.
Nice.
Yeah. Look at him going after her. The beauty of these multi-species hunts is you just never know what's going to happen. You don't know how your day may turn. And this morning we're sitting up on a high hill trying to pattern that big old whitetail buck, and off in the distance we see some antelope. So it's off to the races. Our short little antelope hunt has turned into quite an ordeal. We've been following these goats up through the sage for a couple hours, but we just spotted them, and we think they're in a crevice over here. What do you think? Sneak in and see what we can come up with. And finally, it happened. And did it happen fast?
See if he turns broadside.
I've been fortunate to be able to shoot a lot of antelope, a lot of different antler configurations. That's the cool thing. All of them are different. And this one was a tall horn beauty. There's just not lots of places that you can get real good quality of whitetail mule deer and antelope. You're usually sacrificing really bad. one place or another. Not here. All good stuff.
Yep.
Nice end to a beautiful day and a great hunt.
The Zone is brought to you by Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools. Thompson Center, Nikon, Bighorn 209, Gallery of Guns, Under Armour, Real Avid, Firefly, Lethal Human Scent Elimination, and Bill Jordan's Real Tree. Family, friends, and the outdoors.
I got to show you something.
Okay.
We're going to go in here. Omega 3x9x40 BDC 250. There's our bullet, target, fire. Oh, I can even make noise. Watch this.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome.
9-power magnification. It gives us, it says, set sights to shoot 1.46 inches high at 100 yards for 125 yard zero.
Perfect.
So I'm right on at 125. My first circle is 154. Second circle is 181. 217 for the third, 250, and then 300 at the post. We just spotted several bucks and some does feeding down this river bottom. This is where having an experienced whitetail hunter right beside you pays dividends. I mean, this buck, we got the wind wrong. He's quite a ways off, and we've got to make a great big loop, cross a creek, get the wind in our favor without blowing any other deer out. This is going to be tough.
They're still feeding right on the field. Okay. What we're gonna do, we've got a crosswind. I want to circle around this creek and come right up to them. Okay, get up there and we'll go get them. All right. These bucks should be right past the sagebrush, 100, 200 yards. Okay, right on.
We've hunted hard for this moment. The luck's been on this buck's side ever since I showed up here. And now I'm staring at him through the sagebrush, and he doesn't have a clue we're there.
See him? Which one is it? He's the middle one. Oh, yeah. Jesus, guys, head down. There's a couple of them. I don't want to get the brush. Knocked him. You knocked the heck out of him. Good job.
Again, man. Again, you did it here.
Good job.
I love hunting with you.
That is awesome.
Extreme whitetail hunting tactics. This is the dude. Last year we rattled in sub-zero weather, like 20 below. That was post-rut. Now this year we came back in pre-rut, and the bucks weren't in it yet. So we've been just going back to a spot and stock. This is so much fun, this open country craziness. I love it. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We thought he was a 4x4. Yeah. That's what happens when you look at him from such a distance. Look at that, this is that beam, he broke his beam off, and this is the one you said in the early season it hooked down.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 2 years. 2 muzzleloader deer in 2 completely different scenarios.
Yep.
I threw down my muzzleloader 15 years ago and said I'll never do that again. And then Tim Harold, my buddy and our co-host, told me I should rethink that. He said, go get yourself a Thompson Center Pro Hunter and use Bighorn 209 powder. And he said, you will be amazed. And that gun shoots like a 270. It cracks. It's always dead on.
Well, it shows after putting this big old buck down, man. It really gets the job done.
Yeah, the right combination of stuff. And it's an absolute deadly weapon. Well, as you can see, it doesn't have to be 20 below for Mike Smeck to find a big buck.
No, that was another great Montana deer. And what I really like is the way you guys get it done on the ground with a muzzleloader. I'm gonna let the folks at home in on a little secret. There's someone else in the Bryan household who takes the real trophy animals.
Here we go again. Whenever he turns.
This portion of the Zone is brought to you by Gobble and Grunt Outfitters.
This is a deer hunting morning, 16 below and lots of snow.
This portion of The Zone is brought to you by Thermacell. Stand up to the cold.
For 20 years now, I've been putting in for Bighorn sheep licenses in Montana, but hadn't drawn one yet. So recently, when I got a chance to slip my hand into the mailbox, pull out a limited entry Montana Bighorn sheep license, I gotta tell you, I was excited.
But you were even more excited when you read the name on the tag.
Well, I was almost as excited.
I'd be getting itchy treatment right now with my tag, and I was looking at that ram on the left.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying I'd be getting itchy trigger finger. I'm not saying shoot it. I have a feeling there's better ones in the area, but it might not a long time to find a better one too.
Several years ago, I put Robert Hanneman, Magnum Hunt Club's chief tag draw consultant, in charge of all of our family's tag draws. Now, the neat thing about the unit that we're hunting is there's a lot of sheep, and there's a lot of trophy sheep. That's what Montana's known for, super rams. Bighorn sheep hunting with your wife, that's a whole new level of stress. I mean, I can't screw this one up, or I'll never live it down.
You know what, though? I've got a lot of confidence in you. You're with me on my moose hunt, and you're with me on my mountain lion hunt. You did a good job, and you haven't let me down yet.
The coolest thing I think about hunting sheep is just getting to know all their social hierarchy. And here we've got the lambs and the ewes that have been together all summer. And then we got the young rams, a whole bunch of young rams in here that they don't really know that they're rams yet. There's a couple in here that are 2-year-olds. They're about to know that they're rams. And then there's these guys, these 2 and 3 and sometimes 4-year-old rams that hang out not too far away from the ewes and lambs. Pretty soon the men show up, though. They come over the hill here, and then everything changes in this little family group, and those guys vamoose. I say we go find a big one now, huh?
Sounds good.
Nothing here to shoot.
Yeah, that one's out of the way.
Take all the time you need, because we can kill him tomorrow if it doesn't turn out today. He's good for a shot now if you want. Take your time.
It's just tough to know when you've only seen a few sheep in this area.
Well, the big dilemma about these tag draw hunts, though, is you've seen game all over the place. You've got a lot to choose from.
At the time, it was a little frustrating not knowing if that was a good sheep or not knowing if you're going to see it again if you realize
The thought crossed my
that
mind.
it is.
Did we just make a huge mistake, and
Yeah.
would we regret this come October, November?
Yeah, but you know, I have the same feeling as you did. I was having a great time sheep hunting, and you know, we passed them up, but that just gave me one more opportunity to spend some time out in the woods with my hunky husband.
Okay, that's never going into this show.
Closed captioning provided by Bog Pod, the sticks with the red grips.
Whatever you're hunting, hunt the wind with Firefly, the electronic wind detector.
This is great. I'm just happy to be up here with anybody who's drawn this tag, because just being in this country, and there's a lot of sheep here. We haven't found them yet, but when we do, it's going to be pretty staggering.
And how awesome is it that you're not up here with anybody, but you're up here with your wife?
That's the whole thing, right?
That's right.
I was getting there.
Were ya?
That's where I was
I was
leading
gonna
to.
help you.
We were
No,
going
it
to
was
tease that
taking a little bit too
segment,
long.
and then after commercial break is when I was going to actually get around to
Okay.
saying that. All right, I need some sheep to show up to take the attention off of me all of a sudden.
All right, we found a big ram. We've been on him for 3 days. We just saw him this morning bedded on the side hill. So we're gonna sneak up around here and see if we can set up on him. Hope he's still there when we get there.
Let's put this slip on us a couple times.
Let's try to do this quick, eh? He's up feeding. Okay. It's definitely him. Remember, we got all season. If he doesn't give you a perfect shot, don't take it. We got lots of time. Whenever he turns.
I can't get a good shot now.
Yeah, make sure he's perfectly roadside. All right, get ready. Take it whenever you want. Take your time. Your heart's got to be pounding out of your chest, huh? I can't imagine. Mine is, and I didn't even pull the trigger. The trophy of 10 lifetimes right there, huh?
Oh, I don't know about that. You got a trophy of a lifetime.
Well, I don't know about that, but I want to go get a look at that sheep. Boy, is he a beauty. Look at that guy, huh?
Oh,
Put your hands on that. Yep. Broomed off heavy, old ram, 8 or 9 year old ram. It's about as good as it gets in this country.
not much room between us. Nothing.
No, goodness sakes,
There's
no.
really nothing.
If you get rid of that hide, he's basically grown together. He's just got terrific mass all the way. Just the horns alone will weigh more than the entire rest of his skeletal structure. They're an amazing, amazing animal. He made an amazing shot on this one, and we had an amazing hunt.
James, that is absolutely one of my all-time favorite hunts that we've ever captured on video. And it's not just because Jane really showed you up.
And would you believe she put that thing right in my office where I have to stare at it every single day?
Well, good for her. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to find us on Facebook, where we're having a great prize giveaway every single week.
And we'll see you next week, right here in The Zone.
The Zone is brought to you by The Sportsman Guy, America's largest supplier of name brand hunting gear at closeout prices. Tinks Magnetics, 40 years of science triggering a buck's instinct to fight and breed. The Can Cooker, just load the food and cater to your crowd with a Can Cooker. Icon Trail Cameras, Storm Black Widow Quick Shots from Big Game Tree Stands. CampbellCameras.com. Order your camera today and start enjoying the sport of filming hunts. Barnett Crossbows, scary light and scary fast, shooting over 400 feet per second. Brownells, Gobble and Grunt Outfitters, and the Magnum Hunt Club. Your adventure starts here.